Two besties, one a photographer, the other a realtor, who are here to bring you the latest on local events, promotions, food, and entertainment in the Sioux Falls area. Not only that, but you'll find out even more as they cover everything from Falls Park to pop culture. And now, your hosts, Elena and Ashley.
All right. There we have it.
We have some special.
What are they saying to get on a boat?
Oh, that was still going from before. I was playing from past episode. Welcome to Shout Out Sioux Falls. I am Ashley Bartholomew.
I'm Elena Rogie.
We're having a little bit of a delay, I think, but that's all right. So we are going to start off today a little different than normal. We are going to invite our guest, Kathy Larson, in with Moda Stone to talk about their upcoming vendor event. We're going to start with that, and then we'll get into the pop culture stuff later. So I'm going to go ahead and admit Kathy here.
I'm eating Halloween candy.
It's very sweet of you. All right. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Can you hear us?
It says connecting to audio, so we're still working on that connecting here. Which is totally fine. Takes a minute sometimes. There we go.
Kathy, your microphone's off. Kathy, your microphone, you need to turn your microphone on in the corner. You're muted.
In the bottom left corner.
Unmute. How about now?
There you go. Yay! So you are joining us from Moda Stone today, is that correct?
That is correct.
Awesome. So what we'll do is we'll just kind of go through some questions with you. You can tell us about the event, and then we will put a link on our show page on Facebook, as well as on Instagram for the event.
Awesome.
So, tell us, I know you. Elena doesn't know you.
I know. I'm excited to hear more.
So tell me about, well, we know each other from various things, but
Yes.
You're a very wonderful designer. You have a beautiful home, and you tell us what you do at Moda Stone.
So I'm one of the design consultants here, and I help people. I go to their home, bring samples with, and help them pick the right countertop for their current kitchen or bathroom.
And the event you have coming up this weekend is a vendor fair, and it seems like you're kind of heading that up.
I am. So here's how the vendor fair started. A friend of mine, Laura Schneider, posted on Facebook that she wanted to know anybody who had a small business because she really wanted to buy local this year for Christmas. And she felt that Amazon had enough of our money during our lockdown and really wanted to support small business. Well, Moda Stone is a small business. And we have a setup that each kitchen, I'm going to try to walk around, maybe you can't see.
No, we can. It looks great.
I could, so like now can you see it?
Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
So each vendor will be allowed a full kitchen.
Oh,
And
that's
here
very unique.
wall, so we'll be separating our vendors with a wall, helping everybody stay socially safe. We're going to turn every kitchen into a vendor. Every office will become another show space. So we have room for about 15 vendors.
What a unique way to use your building. That is a great idea.
Yeah, and we'll be able to be safe. And, you know, we still are requiring the masks because we just want to be, you know, if we can be that extra safe, boy, we're going to be. But all of our vendors are very different, so we don't have any overlap. Like I have one clothing person coming. I have one crafty person coming. I have one person who does salsa and jellies and things like that. And so there's really no, it's like you're going to see, sometimes you go to a craft fair and you see the same all the time.
Over and over. Yeah.
And that will not be us. Every single person has been selected because they offer something different. I will forewarn you right now, we did not find a pampered chef person, nor did we find Tastefully Simple.
Okay.
So those are the two things that you're always looking for.
Yeah.
We don't have them. Sorry.
Maybe a cool opportunity though for people who don't know some of those other businesses to come in and instead of going to their go-to, they get to see something a little different.
So there's a gal coming up from Omaha. She has a company called Monet, and it's natural face and hair products.
Yes.
We have a gal coming from Fargo. She does CBD. So I'm pretty excited about that. We have a gal that's coming that does nutrition. So everybody's different. And then we have a gal, which is actually me. I'll be part of the show. And I love to take furniture and repurpose it and turn it into something new. So you'll be able to buy furniture here. One of the really cool things my sister does, I will be honest and put a little plug in. She makes these wooden boxes that fit on the back of the toilet, and they have sayings on. Like mine says, please be seated during the entire performance.
I love it.
There's only one of these boxes left, and it says, I don't remember having corn.
Oh my gosh.
Big enough then to put the toilet paper rolls in. Or some of them say blessed or family or, whatever. Really just super unique stuff that we are going to offer this year. We have a photographer coming. They'll be right in front of the fireplace.
Beautiful.
So, yeah, we're excited.
I think it's always
something that small business can help another small business.
Mm-hmm. We talked, I was on a local marketing podcast this week, and they asked what kind of events that we wanted to focus on. And your event is exactly the type. We want to share and talk about events that are for the people who might be a little bit more concerned about what's going on in the world right now. And, you guys are asking people to wear masks for this event.
Yes.
Yep. So exactly what we're hoping to highlight were businesses that are putting some precautions in place so that the people who are a little bit more concerned can still go out and do things and have events to participate in, which is very cool.
Well, and I think the size of it too, it's not oversized. It's 15 different vendors. Moda Stone has a front door and a back door. So the weather's going to be almost 70. Doors will be open. Air will be able to be circulated. We're doing as much as we can. The big events get a little scary for people to go to because they are so big. But this is a small event that I think people can come, spend 15, 20 minutes, get some great ideas and stuff for Christmas and head on their way.
I was saying yesterday that Target already has all their Christmas stuff up. So it is time to start thinking about those Christmas gifts and getting those taken care of.
Well, and I'm going to be honest. I think I'm going to go, and I don't think I'm getting presents for anyone. I think it's going to be all for me. I think all the stuff you mentioned sounds like stuff I want. I don't know if I'm going to gift it to anybody.
Well, there's one of the gals that's coming has a product called Baby Savage. I don't know anything about it, but I'm super excited to see the stuff. Super excited.
It sounds like it's something that would be up our alley if we had babies.
Yeah, I know. You know what would have been really great is if I could have found somebody that did puppy stuff, like dog stuff.
Yep.
New collars or leashes or whatever, but I couldn't find anybody. So maybe.
I was going to say, Kathy, for next, I got somebody for you who does dog collars.
Okay.
It's a custom dog collar company in town. So they I'm sure would be interested. So next year I got somebody for you.
Perfect. Yeah. And this doesn't cost the vendors anything because it's too expensive. Some of these shows, if you don't have a good show, who wants to spend $150? So yeah, Moda Stone said, we'll do it for free. We're going to buy all the vendors lunch. Oh, nice. We're giving them a little thank you gift. Yeah.
Very sweet.
Oh, and we are giving away a Traeger grill. So you'll be able to register for a brand new grill.
That's awesome. And a cool way for people to see your business and what you guys have going on while they're doing that stuff too. That's amazing. Well, okay. So
exactly.
What's one thing that you want people to know about Moda Stone and why they should come visit you there?
I would say what separates us from everybody else is that we have designers on staff who want to come to your home to give you the exact product that fits your house. So we do offer a 25-year warranty. What's that?
I said you just did that with your house too, and it's beautiful.
We did. Yep, we did all new countertops when we were in lockdown. So yeah, it is beautiful. But I think that separates us. We have designers who want to come to your house. We want to give you that excellent experience.
That's amazing. And you guys are located off of 69th and Cliff.
Yeah.
I was just next door this morning. I should have stopped in and said hello.
I was going to say the sauna house is right next door, and they will also be offering gift certificates.
Oh, awesome.
So we're excited they're going to join us. Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Very cool. So
well,
Kathy,
when we get back. Oh.
Sorry, I was going to say, tell us what time people can come and see you again.
We're open from 10 until 4.
Okay, perfect. Awesome.
And I'm very quickly.
Yep. And I would say try not to come right at 10 because we think there'll be a kind of a rush in the morning. So if we could just, maybe people could stagger, come at 11 or 12 or 1, or there's plenty of stuff here for everybody.
Yes, and I have your little graphic up here. So we see our vendor expo this weekend, November 7th, 10 to 4.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, Kathy, thank you for visiting with us today. We'll get this out on Facebook and all this stuff. You can hear my puppy
loud
background.
puppy.
I know. Hey, puppy.
Yeah, she wants to go outside with her big brother, but I have to supervise. Anyway, we'll let you get back to work here, and thank you for your time. So everyone go visit Kathy this weekend. I will see you there.
All right. Thanks, Ashley.
All right, have a good day.
Nice to meet you, Kathy.
Bye-bye. Bye.
How fun was
She had
that?
She had the color of the day today, yellow.
I don't have my sweater on.
Yeah, you had a yellow sweater on. We had a color of the day. We should do that every week.
It's not sweater weather.
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 That's
Not the weather for sweater.
That sounds like Willow.
So
Winter.
I was so excited to have Kathy on because she's such like a fun person to know. And I knew she'd do a great job explaining the event. But seriously, if you guys are looking for countertops or, stone for anything, go visit Kathy. She's an excellent person to talk to and a lot of fun. So that was cool. So we're going to go into our pop culture section now and discuss something going on in the world.
I should have pulled up a list, and maybe I'll do it really quick for the end of the thing. I'd like to rank Halloween candy. Right now I'm eating a Butterfinger.
Okay. Elena, currently for you guys, she's sitting, this is my house she's sitting in. I'm also in my house. We're in the same house right now. She gets to be by all the cute plants in the liquor cabinet, and I'm down here in the basement with a puppy. Well, I should get on camera if I can.
So cute. She's back there. I can see her.
Okay, so our first topic we're going to talk about is the shock that we both had that Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star and one of my personal heroes, Erica Jane, also known as Erica Girardi, and her husband are filing for divorce. And it sounds like, that's the next topic. It sounds like it was her who called it off based on the.
Yeah, it's so surprising because of all the couples on those shows, the two of them really seemed, even though there's an age difference and all that, they actually addressed that quite a few episodes throughout the run.
Mm-hmm.
But even though there's a age difference, they always seem to have like a really good friendship and a really good like banter. And like she'd always talk about how much she just really cared for him.
So if I've listened to her audiobook like very recently, and it's very apparent that there's a lot of respect there. And I think her statement to people was also very respectful as far as asking for their space and, just saying it was time. I mean, think about this. You are a 25-year-old woman. You meet a 42-year-old man. That's a little bit more, it's an age gap, but it's more of a, hot older man. He's successful. It's very attractive. Well, he's in his 80s now, and that can kind of change things romantically. And they've been very honest that
if he was in his 40s when they met and now he's in his 80s, that's 40 years ago. That'd make her 60.
21 years ago. Okay, so maybe there's a bit, bigger age gap, whatever. So here's what you do not know because you don't do the research like I do. Her husband is in some hot water and being sued all over the place.
For what?
So her husband was recently sued, this is as of October 30th, by a widow for fraud in a wrongful death lawsuit. And so my opinion on this, because this happened on the 30th and she filed on the 1st, is that this is to protect their money.
Oh.
I think that maybe it was time and they've had discussion about, what is next or, what to do with their future. And maybe they've been talking about, she's like under 50 and has a very successful music career. So people might think she's just famous for Real Housewives. But the reason she got on that show is because she is like a Grammy nominated, like techno, not tech, what is it called?
Like music, like the stuff that when you go to a club and you hear a song that isn't on the radio.
I think it's
kind of such
I don't know. this is the kind of thing I don't have the words. But anyway, so I think that because they have no prenup, she can take 50% of the money by California law. I think that they're doing this to protect then if the lawsuit goes through and he has to pay, that they can't come after his full assets.
But then do you think they're staying together as a couple, or they're using this as an excuse?
No, I think it's just time. But I think this happening is catapulting the situation.
Maybe. Yeah. Like maybe they were already thinking about breaking up and then this was just like make sense kind of situation.
Well, this is a good segue to talk about a show that I've been watching because it also has to do with divorce, sort of. So I have been watching the show Selling Sunset. You would think I would have been drawn to it as a realtor, but even with my love of reality TV, I've never tried it. Have you watched any of it?
I've not watched any Selling Sunset. I do know about Chriselle that's on it only because she's a realtor and I know of her, especially through a podcast she did that I do some work with called Coffee with Colin. And she was on with Coffee with Colin. And that was kind of my introduction to who she is.
So Selling Sunset is about the Oppenheim Group, who I'm actually aware of because they are one of the top companies in Los Angeles for luxury real estate. And I was not aware of Chriselle other than I knew she was married to Justin Hartley.
Yeah,
Justin Hartley from This Is Us.
Yes, and Days of Our Lives, and he was the original Green Arrow for DC TV.
Was he?
Yes, Justin Hartley was Green Arrow in the Superman universe that was created for Smallville. I knew you didn't know. Whoa,
that's really good. Well, so the reason I say divorce has something to do with it is that it's a lot about selling real estate and it's really kind of fun. Like I'm actually loving it. But Chriselle also was still married to Justin on the first season, which I'm just finishing. And they obviously get divorced, which is a huge part of her being on Dancing with the Stars. Is part of her storyline was this breakup. And so it's like really sad to watch someone talk about their relationship knowing like it's going to be over soon. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, that's because, it's ominous. Like, instead of being able to be like, oh, you're like, ooh.
It feels sad. Yeah. So anyway, if you guys are looking for a show to like totally binge, super, super fun. If you haven't yet, Selling Sunset, I give it 2 thumbs up.
Well, and so speaking of Chriselle, she was on this season of Dancing with the Stars, is on this season of Dancing with the Stars. Should we do spoilers? It's been a couple days.
It's Wednesday.
Okay, so she got voted off this week. I've been watching a lot of Dancing with the Stars this year because Ashley and I both love AJ McLean from Backstreet Boys, and he is on it. We also have
I've watched every season.
Yep, and we also have a weird love for Nelly, which we don't need to go into at the moment, but we adore him and I just want to like be his best friend.
And Neve Schulman.
Neve Schulman.
Woo-hoo.
There's so many good people this year.
Love him.
I've never really been into it, but this year I've gotten very into it. So
now you get it
this week. And then Jeannie Mai, who many people might recognize, she was Winston's girlfriend on New Girl, who he ended up with his cat from.
I didn't realize that, Alina.
Yes, that's Jeannie Mai. She also co-hosts not the Scoop. What is it called?
The Talk?
No, not The Talk. The other one. She co-hosts The Real. She co-hosts The Real, which is on like middays on CBS. And
my favorite thing that she does is she is the host of Holy Moly, which again, if you guys have not watched Holy Moly, it's a little repetitive, but it's a super fun show. It's extreme mini golf.
Oh, I didn't know that because I watch her. She's got a vlog called Hey Honey, and it's her and her mother, and they do all these fun things like go try.
Her mom's hilarious.
Proper spa and proper, like they do Thai food one day, and then they do another one where they're talking about like marriage and divorce, and it's a very cute little thing. But you can see that on Facebook Watch or on YouTube. So I watch a lot of those too. So I just adore her. But anyway, she left.
I hope people are taking notes of all the things we're suggesting.
I know, we are rambling.
It's too long.
We are rambling this week, but she unfortunately also left Dancing with the Stars after the episode on Monday, right?
Yep, she was eliminated. I was trying to find the video here.
Jeannie Mai wasn't eliminated though. She left because of her
Jeannie had, you say it.
Jeannie Mai, esophagitis or whatever it's called. Basically, her esophagus closes up, and so she had to.
I was going to share here real quick. If people missed it, this was one of my favorite moments.
Oh yeah.
Which is the relay, which is kind of a new thing that they're doing.
Well, because they don't have the troupe this year, because normally they've got a troupe of other dancers who are not dancing with professionals, but they can't have the troupe because of the COVID.
Okay, so here is the relay featuring AJ McLean.
I love this.
It's AJ, Caitlin, and Sky.
I love their outfits.
Okay, that's all I'm going to share of it.
You can see
People
those
can go look at the video.
Yeah, you can see those on abc.com or on Facebook Watch.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so next thing we're going to talk about, speaking of, you just did a great segue because I didn't know Jeannie Mai was on New Girl.
Yes. I've just rewatched all of New Girl. I am in heavy as a photographer. October is tons of shooting, and then I'm done with my tons of shooting. I still have stuff, obviously, but now it's editing. And so I've been on editing binges for 12-hour days, and I've almost watched all of New Girl start to finish in the last week and a half.
Okay, so we're going to watch the video here that the cast of New Girl did to get people to get out and vote.
It's democracy, bitch. Wait, that's not how it goes. Also, where's Schmidt?
Where is Schmidt?
Fawn Moscato. That was Fawn Moscato. That's one of my favorite characters from New Girl.
Yes, Fawn Moscato.
Fawn Moscato. I like her name. And she always talks with authority. And I just watched that episode, actually. She convinces Schmidt to take the fall for when she gets caught golfing with no panties.
Okay, moving on. I'm grateful, honestly. So you hate it when I talk about The Bachelor.
Yes.
We had an election last night, which we're not going to talk about because we don't talk about politics.
No, but hopefully once this airs, there's a decision made because it's going to be close and crazy. And
well, regardless, because of that, The Bachelor Bachelorette wasn't on last night, and I'm done with this show. I swear to God, it's so terrible.
Which is for you to say that Bachelorette is terrible is saying something, because you love it even when it's terrible.
Yes, I don't like The Bachelorette. We already know what happens. She's now dating Dale, hot Dale. We talked about him last episode. If you haven't watched last episode, you can hear my feelings on Dale. Dale is from our area. Anyway, I'm done. Okay, so that's all we really had to talk about this week, other than your candy raking. Did you want to rate your candy real quick? Also, we're drinking some Starbucks. We just want to mention Starbucks. Starbucks right here. If Starbucks would like to talk to us about more Starbucks, we'll take it.
And I'm drinking a bubbly, which these are awesome because I'm loving this. You always have these ready and available, and I never have them. And now I'm like, I maybe need to go get some. You get these at Target?
Wherever bubbly is sold.
I wasn't sure if it was just a Target product.
Okay, we are wrapping it up here.
So next week, first off, I want everybody to comment below. Give me your top 3 Halloween candies. And then next week I'll give the ranking on what the vote was. I just had a Butterfinger. That's always a favorite.
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Always Reese's peanut butter cups. They now make ones that they're zombie Reese's peanut butter cups. There's a green bottom. Very cute. And then
I don't like foods that are colored incorrectly.
Hershey's this year, one of the best Hershey candy bars, and I will fight anybody who disagrees, is the Hershey's cookies and cream. And this year they made them with the shape of a fang, and you're supposed to bite out the fangs, and then you have Hershey's fangs.
That's too much effort.
I thought it was so cute. Anyway.
I want to put mine in my freezer and eat them. That's it.
And
so,
next,
hi guys.
well,
sorry,
next week I will be in Miami, so we may be skipping next week. Or are you going to do one yourself? Okay, we'll see. We'll keep you posted.
See what happens.
We'll
Right.
let you know.
Well, we appreciate everyone watching the show. Comment below other topics you'd like us to cover in the future. What you're watching, maybe we'll check it out and we can talk about it next time. And our next guest will be announced shortly on the Facebook page. So we'll talk to you then.
Bye.
All right. Bye.